Hello everybody, Apple Reviews here, and in this video I won't be reviewing an actual set, but a mod to a set, and of course this set is set 75155, the U-Wing Starfighter. I don't actually know what the name of the set is called, I just know that it's a U-Wing. But anyways, let's get into the modifications I've done. So starting off, at the front, or top of the ship, you can see that just taking a glance at it, there's been a lot of changes, because there's, of course, these yellow accents right here, and then the blue around that little area back here, which, of course, wasn't included in the set, and I sort of followed a tutorial on. And so, starting off at the front, I still have the yellow bits here, and then that blue stripe going down. But right here, if I can get this in camera, you can see I have removed the stud shooters from the front, but I've actually kept the stud shooter piece in, or the spring-loaded shooter, just because I think it looks cool, and it sort of breaks up the monotony of the dark gray everywhere. It just gives that little touch of light gray. I actually included this clip piece right here, if I can. I don't think I can remove it. I can't get it out, but it's just something I added. If you guys know what that piece is, you can add it if you want. I just added I'm pretty sure I added a gray 1x4 across here, and then added some studs here, and there's a G-slope and stuff. Yeah, I don't exactly know what I did because I don't remember. But then right here, you can see I removed the yellow vent piece on the side of this. And I just had it all white. And I added two white 1x1 flat tiles on either side. But what I also did is I actually completely removed the spring-loaded shooter feature. So in the set, of course, if you push down on this blue piece right here, it'd fire a spring-loaded shooter. But I completely removed that and just built up blue, so you can't actually push down on it anymore because it's connected by studs. Oops, I did not mean to do that. So yeah. But anyways, moving up to the cockpit, I added a control panel here, which is included in most sets. I put it on a gray 1x2, and you can see the piece. It's just included in most Star Wars sets. I just added it for the pilot to look at, just for some extra detail. But what I also added is, I think I made this steering thing closer, but I added a control panel to the side, and there's also a clip right there. You can't see it because it's black, but if you take your U-Wing pilot, they come with a normal pistol blaster, and there's a clip right here that I added, and you can just insert it in like so. I don't know if you guys can see it that well. If I could get it in some lights, maybe. I can't hold it that far away, but the gun is right there attached by one of those 1x1 cubes that just has that clip attachment. And so if you take your U-Wing pilot, they now have their gun to their side. You can insert them into the pilot seat. Of course, let them hold onto the handle, but it falls off. This is taking longer than I thought, but there you go. Now your U-Wing pilot is ready to fly. I also added this, let me get it. This ventilation piece. It's got those grooves on it. I just put that here just for the fun of it, because I thought it looked nice, and it was just some ventilation in the back of the cockpit area. And so moving down, there is no flat 2x4, because as shown in the instructions, you can see there's a 2x4, flat 2x4 going across, which is completely removed, because the whole feature where you push something in and that sort of basically pops the cockpit open up a little bit for you to bring it up. That whole play feature was really bad, and I didn't like it. It was stupid, and so I removed that and followed a tutorial on how to do so. And you can see some cheese slopes right here and stuff. And then going to the back, there's a lot of nice detail. You've got, of course, a little engine piece. You got that circular piece with that thing that spins around. I don't know what it is. And you got some nice blue accents right here, just because I thought it looked nice. And you got some vents right here with a gray 1x2 flat tile. And then at the very back, you've got your engines. And of course, this thing can fold down. And there's some cheese slopes added on there just to help support that. But anyways, this is what I added. So after you take these two blue pieces off, and if you just lift up, you can take that off. And then if you remove this, I actually have a Hyperdrive type thing installed. And so it's got that 1x2 cube piece with the hole in it, which allows the stud to connect there, and I just put that on the other side. And you can see how it's built up. It's just got that normal piece used for it, and it's got that 2x4 blue piece. Then I added in some more Hyperdrive type stuff. It's got some cyan pieces and then some transparent blue pieces right here. You can see that well. And so that's basically my own addition, which is a Hyperdrive piece. I think it's pretty cool. It's just something that I thought I could add in, something that I would think of when I see this set, just a little reminder, I guess. But also something to mention that I added was, I'm pretty sure these engine pieces were blue. They were blue transparent cones, and I changed them to pink, which this pink cone piece I took from the Pose X-Wing set, which it was his orange and black X-Wing that was released when The Force Awakens came out. But you could get this from most X-Wings, I think, because most of the X-Wings have this pink jet piece, which I just tried it out because I thought it looked pretty cool as just a alternative jet engine color. And so now, at the bottom, we get to the real modifications. So, starting at this front area, you can see nothing much changed, but there is this little piece added as a thing, and it's more sturdy, I guess. I don't know. But a major thing to note is that this whole undercarriage thing is shorter, or smaller. It's a lot smaller, which of course makes the U-wing sit a lot closer to the ground, and it makes it more accurate. Because the Lego version was very big and bulky, and that it wasn't really accurate. But anyways, you can open, oops, I did not mean to do that. You can open this up. You can open the side door up, and you've got the same amount of room on the inside for minifigures, but you can't actually take a minifigure and stand them up in here. Like, if you try and stand them up, I mean, it's very hard to do. I may be able to do it. It's just to fit your finger in there with the actual undercarriage being smaller. You could obviously remove this maybe and open this side door up to get your finger in there more. But what I would do is just kind of throw your minifigures in there or whatever, close it up, and then fly off. Whenever you land with this and you want to have your minifigures run out, you just take them out once it's landed and just have them outside the ship, I guess. I don't know. It's just kind of odd trying to fit them in and sit them in there when you're just going to take them out. I don't know. But you can sit them down, of course. They can sit down in there. It's a lot easier to sit them down, but whatever. Also, on the undercarriage area, there is a bunch of flat tiling pieces, which consisted of these inverted studs. That's a black inverted stud. It's got the flat, it's just like a tile on the bottom. And I basically did this to sort of connect this but also when it's sitting on the ground, it can sort of wobble and stuff, which I thought was kind of cool. And that brings it up just like a little bit, just to add some height to it. But, of course, if you're, like, playing on the ground, if you're just laying down and you're playing with this, I mean, you can still have fun, because with this, all of this removed and this curvature stuff removed, the whole bottom is just flat, so it's not going to turn easily. But if you're just flying it, like sliding it on the carpet and you want it to turn with these, flat pieces, or if you're doing this on wood or a hard surface, you can easily turn it, and I think that's pretty cool. Just something I added in, and it doesn't have to be this exact color, because I use black and dark gray, but there's light gray, a bunch of other colors that can be used, and this is just a look at the bottom. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Also, before I wrap this video up, I wanted to mention that with these side doors, the tutorial I followed on how to basically make all this smaller showed you how to build this side door, but it didn't actually have this clip piece, or not clip piece, stud piece. It's one of these weird pieces where it's like a 1x2 and then it has that plate on the side. And I basically moved it over from where they made you put it. They made you place it, I think, right here originally. But I placed it right here and added a stud to hold it in. So when I'm opening the door, it of course goes out and it can be moved freely. But when I have it shut, this 2x2 sticking out lines up with that, and so it attaches like so, and so now the side door will not move at all, and so it's just stuck there stationary. Because of course when you have the door open, you're gonna want it to stay open, and I mean, you're probably just gonna open it for a little bit and then close it, but when you're having it on display or something and you want it closed, you don't want it to be, you know, sort of hanging open due to maybe like the joints not working correctly or something. I don't know. Just something like that holds this whole side door piece in place, which is nice. But I'm pretty sure that's all the modifications made. Because the wings still work like they normally do. Oh, yeah. Here's a look at the wings. I forgot to mention. The actual, like, ventilation pieces, like the ones that were right here, I just placed over around the place just to add some more detail. And then, of course, right here, this all was added in. This blue and yellow and that gray stuff. So, if you want to just pause the video real quick and just look at how I made it. There's a zoomed in version with it under the light, as you can see. So you've got the yellow at the top, and you've got your gray stuff, and then the blue stuff, in case you want to copy what I did. But of course, I will link a video in the description to let you guys know how to make this bottom carriage smaller and more accurate, and of course, some ideas for the top part with the detailing and stuff. But anyways, I think that's all for this very amazing U-wing build modification. But anyways, that's all for the modifications that I did. I will link the videos in the description that I used. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.